What's up, guys? How you all doing today? Happy Friday, TGIF. It is Friday, August 29. The time is around 3:10 p.m. and the temperature is around 19 degrees Celsius. It's another nice sunny day, but rather a bit chilly. And I'm here in downtown Toronto at Yonge-Dundas. I'm a bit east of Yonge, just on the south side of Dundas Street East. And just west of Yonge will be Dundas Street West. And on my left is Yonge-Dundas Square, and just last Saturday, here's where the first grand opening of Sankofa Square took place. It is now called Sankofa Square, but I'm not really impressed with how the city decided to rename Dundas Square to Sankofa Square. It's just like a waste of tax money, but I'm still calling it Yonge-Dundas Square no matter what. So it's a Friday afternoon here in downtown Toronto, and the long Labor Day weekend has finally arrived. It will be the last long weekend of summer, and with only 4 days remaining before all the kids start heading back to school, it will be a back to school long weekend. And the plan for this video is that I'll be making my way west. I'll be walking from here, and I'll be ending my trek at the corner of King and University by St.Andrew Station. So I am next to Dundas Station, which will be renamed to TMU, because TMU is not too far from here. It's only like a few blocks north of Dundas Square. So I'm across from Shake Shack, the first ever Shake Shack that came to Toronto over a year ago, based from NYC. This will be the Tenor, the Ballroom, Dollarama, Little Canada, a Simplex, Theaters, IMAX. And over there is the Union Center, one of North America's busiest shopping malls. And there's a special festival happening at Wygate Square, and they're playing loud music, so don't want to get a copyright. So let's leave Yonge-Dundas. But yeah, downtown Toronto is very busy right now on a Friday afternoon. It has been a while that I've recorded a walking video around downtown Toronto on a Friday. So many people out here enjoying this nice weather, even though it's a bit chilly, cloudy, and a bit of sun. But there's a Shake Shack that used to be the Adidas store. There's Winners above Shake Shack, and looking north up along Yonge towards Yorkville, there's the Aura. That's at College Park, which is on the left, just straight ahead. But yeah, it's very, very lively here, Yonge-Dundas. There's H&M. The southwest corner of Yonge-Dundas is an absolute zoo here, because everybody is coming from the Union Center. Again, one of North America's busiest shopping malls. And the new Simon store is coming up. The new Simon store is coming to the Union Center very soon. So far, the Simon store, the first ever Simon store in Toronto, is at Yorkdale Mall. That opened up back on August 14th, so over 2 weeks ago. So we're heading west on Dundas, and then we're gonna take Bay Street south, and maybe we'll check out Nathan Phillips Square. That's where the Dragon Festival will be taking place this long weekend, the long Labor Day weekend. And not only that, the Canadian International Air Show will also be taking place this long Labor Day weekend. I'll be streaming the air show tomorrow. So your show will run from tomorrow until Labor Day, and it's also the last long weekend of the CNE. The last day of the CNE will be on Labor Day. This coming Monday. I'll be going to the CNE on Labor Day. I'll be streaming it. There's the Joey restaurant. So yeah, there's gonna be lots happening this long weekend. The CNE, the air show, the Dragon Festival. So exciting. And of course, starting at 8 p.m. tonight, Benson Boone will be performing at Scotiabank Arena, SBA. I'm not really a huge fan of Benson Boone, but I have heard about him. He was born back on June 25th of 2002, and he is only 23 years old. He is 2 years younger than me. He's an American singer and songwriter. And once we check out NPS, maybe we'll take York Street south down to King, and then west on King to University Avenue, and that's where I'll end my video. So we're at Bay and Dundas. This will be Little Tokyo. Yeah, the weather is still not bad though. I mean, the temperatures have dropped a bit. You know, as the weather is a bit chilly, it kind of feels like that we're in October, even though October is not until like after September. So in about 2 months, will be fall, autumn. But right now it's still summer. Summer ends on September 21st. So let's head south down Bay. We'll check out NPS. There's City Hall. And I have a friend who is a really huge fan of Benson Boone. But the singer that I'm a huge fan of is Shania Twain. Well, I've been listening to one of her songs a lot of times since I was a little kid till now, so yes, I'm still a huge fan of Shania Twain. I like Taylor Swift and all other singers, but I mostly like Shania Twain better than any other singers. But not only that, I listen to Shania Twain. I also listen to like Taylor Swift and Drake and all other singers. So we're on the east side of Bay, heading south. On the right will be City Hall and Nathan Phillips Square. That's where the Dragon Festival will be taking place. On Sunday, I'll be checking out the Dragon Festival during my live stream. Oh yeah, and any of my viewers who are going back to school, best of luck. Work hard, study well, and you'll be fine. I'm sure you guys had an awesome summer. And of course, the summer vacation is about to end for those kids who are going to go back to school. And Alex and Vasily, if you're watching this, wishing you both the best of luck at school. There's the CN Tower. CN Tower. Alright, this is Albert Street and Bay. I was here back on Tuesday morning with my sister. We both went to the Inn Center and then we went to a cafe shop. Alright, the 2025 Festival Toronto Dragon. So the Dragon Festival runs from today until Sunday during the long Labor Day weekend. So while we're here, we'll just quickly check out the Dragon Festival. I will be back here on Sunday for my live stream. And I can't believe that we're almost towards the end of August. And how on earth are we almost towards the end of August this fast? You know, days are flying so fast. They go by so quick. And it's hard to believe that summer is almost ending. All right, this is the Dragon Festival. So far, I'm not hearing any music, so we're good. The Dragon Festival. Ring toss game. Dora's music shop to discover the beauty of traditional Chinese music. Interesting. City Hall and Old City Hall. The time is 3:30 p.m. cutie pocket. Oh, there's the dragon. Look at that. That's a really cool dragon. So the Dragon Festival is a 3-day festival. It's free admission. And I bet later tonight here will be really packed, including tomorrow and Sunday. But look at this. That's a very cool dragon. I really like the size of that dragon's tail. It's so cool. And for more details, you can visit their website at www.dragonfestival.ca for more information about the Dragon Festival and for any upcoming shows, live events. So tonight, starting at 8:30 p.m. will be the fashion show and dance. Oh, I might miss that because I'll be at home. And tonight at 9:30 p.m., after the fashion show and dance, will be the party in the pool with live DJ. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. will be the variety live show. 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. tomorrow night will be the party in the pool with live DJ. And Sunday, being the last day of the Dragon Festival, starting at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. will be the variety live show. So 5:30 p.m. This evening will be the live band, and 7 p.m. this evening will be the opening ceremony. Yeah, so it shows that the times and when and what will be happening during the Dragon Festival. There'll be like lots of entertainment, live music, all that sort of thing, celebrating 3,000 years of Chinese arts and culture. That's interesting. $3,000-year anniversary of the Dragon Festival. Really interesting though. So cool. I'll be back here on Sunday. All right, go Jays, go for tonight. The Blue Jays will be playing the Brewers tonight at 7:07 p.m. at the Sky Dome, the Rogers Center. And hopefully the Blue Jays can beat the Brewers 3 days in a row, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And next will be the Reds. And after that will be the Yankees. And so far the Toronto Blue Jays won only 2 games over Twins. But back on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, unfortunately the Blue Jays lost against Twins The final score for that one was 7-5. There's the stage. So the ceremony will be at around 5:30 p.m. I believe. So I might miss that. Oh, good. At least I'm here to just to see the first day of the Dragon Festival. So you got the main stage here at NPS. Taiwanese large fried chicken. Sounds good. Lobster tail. Chocolate strawberry cups, only for $13. Oh, interesting. There's the Toronto sign. And that's where I first met Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit over 2 years ago. Right by that T sign. Costco wholesale. And next year will be the 2026 FIFA World Cup taking place. That will be taking place at the BMO field at the Canadian National Exhibition. All right, let's head up to the upper level and we'll get a better view of Nathan Phillips Square. And the Dragon Festival itself. And unfortunately, they closed down this ramp there, probably due to some construction. So unfortunately, nobody can't go on that ramp. I remember last year I covered the Dragon Festival on my live stream. Very nice. And there's a view of Queen West looking south. Later on, we'll walk west along Queen for a bit, up to York Street, and then we'll head south to King West. Alright, before we head down, I want to get a better view of Queen West from above. And then we'll head back down. There's the Sheraton Hotel. And looking east along Queen, all the way towards the beaches. And from what I'm seeing, downtown Toronto, along this stretch of Queen West, is not really that busy. No traffic that I'm seeing. But it will be rush hours soon. There's City Hall, where the Mayor Olivia Chow works. And looking west along Queen, there's York Street. That's where I'll be heading to. And we're gonna head south down towards the heart of the financial district. And now it is 3:45 according to the Bell Clock Tower, Old City Hall. 3:45. 50 minutes to 4 p.m. There's a 5-4 King that's detouring. Unfortunately, the 504 King buses are still running along King in the heart of the financial district. Now it's heading south on York. All right, let's head back down. But yeah, thank God it's Friday, and I'm really excited for the long Labor Day weekend. So the CNE is still running. The air show will be happening tomorrow until Monday. And of course, the Dragon Festival is taking place right now from today until Sunday. That's why I'll be back here on Sunday. And the Blue Jays did pretty well back on Wednesday. The final score was 9-8. Well, that's cool. So in about 2 hours, the ceremony will be happening for the Dragon Festival. So tomorrow the air show starts at around 12 and it ends at 3:40 p.m. tomorrow Sunday and Monday. But yeah, it's such a nice day. And yesterday it was raining. And yesterday I stayed indoors the whole time because the weather was a bit shitty. But then later in the afternoon, the weather started to get a bit better. But it was raining like on and off yesterday in the morning and the afternoon until it stopped in the early evening. But so far, this summer of 2025 has been a success for all the kids who have been off school for at least 2 months, and we wish them all the best in their success. Always work hard, study hard, and do well. And if you need assistance, always ask for help. Don't be shy. You know, that's how life goes, basically. But yeah, at least I'm not in school anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm sure Vasily and Alex will do well in school once they're back in school on Tuesday. There's a dragon. That's a really cool dragon. It reminds me of the movie called How to Train Your Dragon. I remember watching that movie before a long time ago with my sister. It's a very good movie though. Alright, and it looks like they're setting up for the ceremony. At the stage. NPS stage. And in the next coming weeks, it'll be back to wearing jackets, sweaters. So get ready for another cold ass weather in the coming weeks after summer ends. All right, now we're about to leave NPS. But yeah, I can't wait for the CNE. And oh my god, the CNE right now, like this long weekend, Labor Day weekend, it's gonna be packed. Today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday being the last day of it. But I'll be at the CNE on Labor Day. So on Labor Day, you can enter the CNE before 5 p.m. on Labor Day. After 5 p.m., there will be no entry and no exceptions. So that means that on Labor Day, I have to be at the CNE before 5 o'clock. So if I get there at 4 o'clock, then it'll be fine. And the general admission is $30. But I already got my ride all day pass for at least $47. And just like that, we're heading down. Oopsie. This is cool. Sorry. These are really cool toy animals. So cute.
We'll have a discussion next week and then whatever.
Very cool. Sorry. All right, we'll do one last look here at NPS. So again, the Dragon Festival runs from today until Sunday. I'll be back here on Sunday. Oh, these shirts on sale for $5, very cheap. All right, just straight ahead is Queen West. Hot dog and fries for the $4.99. Sausage and fries for $5.99. And beef burger and fries for also $5.99. Very cheap. But I'll go for the hot dog and fries, which is more cheaper. Only $4.99. And there's Bay Street over there looking east. Alright, so goodbye NPS. Neat. There goes a for Yonge-Dundas. Alright, there's York Street coming up. And we'll be heading down south down York to King West. We'll be entering the heart of the financial district very soon. And I see a few Blue Jay fans straight ahead, making their way to RC for the Blue Jays game. Go Jays, go! So today, tomorrow, and Sunday, the Blue Jays will be playing back home at the Sky Dome, and that's where the weekend performed. At least 3 weeks ago. There is the 503 streetcar. Four, 519. So the 503 Kingston Road will be short turning to Dufferin, so it'll go as far west as Dufferin. Richmond and York. And I'm still gonna try out that new restaurant, over there, Little Anthony's. A really fantastic Italian restaurant. There goes 4505. Oh, this car just literally didn't stop for pedestrians. Little Anthony's. You know, even though that I haven't been inside this restaurant, Little Anthony's, I really want to go inside that restaurant one day and see what their food will taste like. And since Little Anthony's is a Italian restaurant, I'm sure they'll have pizza, pasta, all that sort of thing. And there's more Italian restaurants along College Street in the neighborhood of Little Italy. And it's not really that busy inside. Little Anthony's. I don't see anybody inside the restaurants, but it will be busy though, probably after 7 o'clock or so. There's a cake on the left. So we're on the east side of York, heading south towards King West. Coming up. And the street before King will be Adelaide. And here they got so many office buildings, bank buildings around the downtown core. And here you always see so many people walking during rush hours, because that's when people start finishing work, and that's when they start going home from work. There goes the 503 Kingston Road, heading east all the way towards Victoria Park in Scarborough. There's Bready, a really fantastic cafe. And this is the Richmond Adelaide Center. Looks very tall. But the tallest skyscrapers in the country is One Bloor West, at the corner of Yonge and Bloor. That's over 300 meters, even taller. I think it's around 110 stories tall. Or it could be more than that. And looking east along Adelaide, it is the afternoon rush hour here. You see a lot of traffic along Adelaide heading eastbound. There's the National Bank. That's Northbridge. And that is Scotia Plaza, the red building. And First Canadian Place, the BMO building. You know, for me, I really love walking around downtown Toronto on a Friday afternoon before the weekend starts. And also, I am very close to, almost close to 4K subs. So I'm thinking by mid-September, I might reach 4K. Right now, I'm currently sitting at 3.74K. There's Bready. And the Canadian Western Bank on the right. You know, last time I walked along here when I was making my way to the Skydome during the weekend's final concert in Toronto. I was back on August 8th, so exactly 3 weeks ago. And it's been 2 weeks that the CNE, the Canadian National Exhibition, has been running. And this coming Monday being the last day of it. There's arrows on the right. I'm not sure if next year, if I do plan to celebrate my 26th birthday at Earl's at this location, King and York. I guess we'll see. It's a way long way. but we are almost at King. And in fact, we are. So I'm not gonna go further south towards Union. I bet right now Union Station is gonna be really packed because all the fans will be making their way to SBA, where Benson Boone will be performing, starting at 8 p.m. EST. And unfortunately, I won't be able to attend Benson Boone's concert. And I'm not sure how much the tickets are for Benson Boone's concert. I'll have to double check and see. So now we're heading west on King. So that was the walk along York Street from Queen to here. Look, another National Bank building. And Earl's is somewhat busy, but it will be even more busier later in the evening. Oh, I see what I see. Oh, it's a BYD bus. It's a BYD electric. And look, we are at King and University. So last Saturday, I began my stream right around this corner here. That's a very disappointing BYD 3758. A freaking BYD. One of the worst buses I've ever seen. I think it's still running on Eglinton Avenue East on the 34 Eglinton East route. Last time when I streamed on Eglinton from Midtown to Scarborough, I saw one of these freaking BYD electric buses. Real pain in the ass. Anyways, so we're finally at my final destination, King and University on the northwest corner. So, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the Friday afternoon walk around downtown Toronto from Yonge-Dundas to King and University. We've made our way to NPS to check out the Dragon Festival. That's free admission. It will go on until Sunday. I'll be back there on Sunday for my live stream. I'll be rechecking out the Dragon Festival. And yeah, and we've made our way down here. And we wish everybody a happy, long Labor Day weekend. The last long weekend of summer. Before it's back to school for all the kids. Starting this coming Tuesday, September 2nd of 2025. So I'm not sure what I'll be doing next. I don't think I'll be recording my next video. This will be my only video for today. And yes, I'll be streaming the air show tomorrow. So the air show, the CNE, and the Dragon Festival will be happening this long weekend. And I did check the weather. It's supposed to be nice this long weekend. Because if it was raining tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, oh my god, they would have at least canceled. I mean, they would have canceled the air show, but because tomorrow will be sunny, that means that I'll be streaming the air show 100%. One of North America's longest air shows, celebrating its 76th year anniversary. how cool is that? We'll get to see a lot of jets. But yeah. And what else here? So here's where I would normally begin my live stream. Like right here. St.Andrew University, the CIBC banking center just over there. There goes a 504 King bus heading to Bathurst. And I'm pretty sure by next month, I'm sure they'll be running the 504 King streetcars along the stretch of King West. So I'm between the financial district on the left and on the right the entertainment district. And starting on Thursday, September 4th, is when TIFF will be taking place along King West, running from here, I think up to Peter Street, if not mistaken. So the TIFF Festival, the Toronto International Film Festival, will be taking place right here along King West. I'll be covering it. So for last year and the year before, I've covered it. So it'll be my third time covering the TIFF Festival once it's here, starting on Thursday. So the TIFF Festival will run from September 4th until Sunday, September 14th. And you can see the police officer assisting traffic because it is rush hour right now in downtown Toronto on a Friday afternoon, between the entertainment district and the financial district. All right, but other than that, have an awesome weekend. Enjoy your long weekend. Happy long Labor Day weekend to all. And happy early Labor Day in advance, which will be on Monday, the first day of September. And I will see you guys next time. So I think what I'll do is I'll hop on the subway at St.Andrew Station, and maybe I'll go for a spin before I head home. And for those of you who are heading to Betts and Boone's concert tonight, hope you guys have an awesome time. Even though I can't go there because I didn't even buy my tickets yet. Alright, ciao for now, ending. And go Jays go. Hopefully they can beat the Brewers 3 days in a row, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Goodbye.